Hi, welcome to Brunch with Brian this morning. We're going to talk about the most important moments of every deal, the most important part of every deal. I call this the linchpin of the creative financing business, and often on other deals too. If you're doing a pre-foreclosure deal, if you're doing an option or an assignment deal, this is the most crucial time of the deal, and this is a 5 to 15 minute section of the deal. And what am I talking about? Of course, I'm talking about the closing call. So this is the seller closing call. There's different ways you're going to find buyers, and you may do open houses. You may just put it out on Zillow and blast it across social media and take calls and arrange private showings or self showings on a lockbox. So buyers are a little bit different animal. You might just do a big 1 hour open house and find 50 buyers all at once, and obviously sell the house to one of them and have a big buyers list like we like to do. But the real crucial moment where everything starts, where everything not starts, but where everything gets real. Okay, that's a good way of putting it. And I've never put it that way before. A closing call is where it gets real. Okay, now you got the opening call. There's 3 steps of every deal. Write this down. It's an opening call, closing call, deal meeting. So every deal you do, creative financing deal, or, like I said, pre-foreclosure, sometimes even wholesales and some of these other deals if you're working directly with the seller. If you're not buying from a bank or through an agent, there's going to be a closing call because you're going to be talking to the seller. And this closing call is what we also call the meeting of the minds. I hope you're taking notes because this is really important stuff. Meeting of the minds. It's where you try to figure out, you know what, let's get into it. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on steps of the closing call. We have a really cool handout. And if you email us, I am sure we will send it to you. And that is steps of the closing call. Email us at support@thewolffcouple.com anytime. Steps of the closing call. I'm just going to go through them quickly, and there are 6 steps. And I'm going to just breeze through them here. But on our Teaching Tuesday later today, we're going to go really in depth. And we're going to dive into these and go step by step. And I've talked about this before. This is a topic, this is not a brand new topic, obviously. We teach closing calls. Actually, we at Ron LeGrand's Quick Start Real Estate School, we teach this section the first night when we're actually making the closing calls live in front of hundreds of people, and we've done that. That's why we're the national experts on this, guys, on closing calls, because we've been doing them live in front of hundreds of people, students, real calls for over, we've been teaching with Ron for almost 18 years, and for about 17 years we've been doing all the closing calls. So that's really how we got good at this, and my logic brain broke it down into these 6 steps of the steps of the closing call. Number 1, you got to get them on the phone. Get your seller on the phone. There's a lot of tips and techniques, including the double call that we'll talk about more today, that I like to get your seller or buyer on the phone. And we're going to talk about text messaging and video messaging. That works into the plan too. Number 2 is build rapport. Guys, nobody's going to sell you their house or trust you. You have to have a trust. There has to be some trust here, especially if you're just paying them cash and cashing them out, they don't need a lot of trust. Either you have the money or you don't, and you can go to closing and close, or you don't. They still have to trust. What they trust is that you put some earnest money down. So if you put $5,000 down, then they trust that you're committed. Okay, but on creative financing, a lot of times you're putting nothing down, and they're trusting you and leaving the mortgage in their name and taking payments. Or if it's a free and clear house, just taking payments directly. Now, a lot of people are landlords. There's a lot of people who will even buy a house, and then they don't need the money from that house to buy their next house, so they'll buy their next house and keep their old house as just a rental property. That's a great strategy. You should absolutely you should never sell a house. You should set it up. You should never sell a house for cash unless, okay, right now it's the peak of the market, so we're selling a few of our houses for cash right now. And we just sold another one over the weekend. Pretty much when you put them on the market, especially using our strategies, they sell instantly. So let me get back to this. Number one, I could teach forever about all this stuff, obviously. Let's stay focused so I don't go too long here. Get your seller buyer on the phone, number one. Number two, build rapport. So important to make that deal happen. And you know what, I'll say also establish credibility, that rapport and credibility. Number three, verify information. Number four, close the deal. When I talk about closing the deal, what the key part there is working out the 4 Pretty House deal points, the 4 creative financing deal points, and those are purchase price, monthly payment, length of term, and down payment or option deposit. So those 4 things have to get worked out right here on this closing the deal part. Set the appointment is number 5. So set the appointment, number 5, and number 6, sign off with enthusiasm. I want you signing on and off with enthusiasm. Those are the basic steps of the closing call. We're going to go way more in depth. If you are following those steps and following our what? Following our what? Okay, everybody type in. What do you got to follow? Follow these steps and also follow our, right. Okay, so guys, let's do our deep breathing while you're typing that in. Nice deep breath in, big smile. This is the way to start your day or keep your day going right. Let it out, relax your shoulders, your neck. Another deep breath in. Big smile. Let it go, okay. And one more. Hold it in for a second and let it go. All right, that's great. So guys, get going with your closing calls. I am a master caller. Okay, let's say that. That's our affirmation. 1, 2, 3. I am a master caller. Okay, again. I am a master caller. One more time. I am a master caller. Okay, and you know what? When you get really good at this, at being a great caller, and you don't have to use exactly that affirmation, although I like that one a lot. Lynette likes I am master caller me because she's putting herself in that right role of being a master caller. So you use the words that you like that trigger you. I am, excellent caller. The word excellent means everything to you. So, but however you key into this, follow these steps and follow the answer is scripts. Follow our scripts. And hopefully you all have our scripts and you're following those faithfully because those make the deal happen, especially in the closing call. And you have our scripts in the script tablet, in the nice little script packets, and also in your manuals. So in your what to say and what to do system, that's the Wolff-LeGrand what to say and what to do system that has all the information you need to succeed in this business, really. It's your basic course. If you don't already have that, guys, definitely call our office and let us get, we can work with you on the financing. Call 888-RICH now. And if you don't have that what to say and what to do, get going with that. If you do have the what to say and what to do, get going with that. Okay? Get rolling. You got about 1 month of summer left here to really get some good results. So awesome brunch with Brian today. And I will see you on Teaching Tuesdays later today where we will go more in depth and we're going to give you all of our insider secrets on the closing call later today. All right, so until next time, keep expecting success, getting awesome training right here, and taking lots of action.